sexy, rugged, ready to off-road, looks incredible in pictures. The 2024 Lexus GX 550 is also here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to SparkPlug TV. My name is Chris and I do car reviews for literally everybody, not just car enthusiasts. Before I start today's video, please don't forget to like this video, comment something down below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a video, which is, I don't know. Thanks for your support. Speaking of support, thank you to Johnson Lexus of Raleigh for sponsoring today's video. Johnson Lexus, with locations in Raleigh and Durham, is the highest selling luxury brand dealership in North Carolina and the surrounding states. Check the link in the description below. Oh my God, I am so excited to be here with the 2024 Lexus GX 550. This thing is so highly anticipated. However, this is now considered to be the new generation of the GX because unlike the Land Cruiser, they didn't stop making the GXs, but this is the next generation Lexus GX. And I have the 550. Let's talk about it. Yes, super capable, boxy off-roaders are back in style, and Lexus had to revamp their GXs so that they could compete. And boy, are they competing. Let's talk about design language first. So in terms of design language, you can tell right off the bat that the A-pillar is almost sitting at a 90-degree angle, that it just looks almost like combat ready, basically. In general, I love the way that the front end looks. It is keeping with that Lexus L motif up front. You got the triple premium LED headlamps standard. They have foregone the oversized gargantuan spindle grille and now have enlisted the kind of smaller, it's kind of got motifs from the spindle grille itself, but it is not nearly as massive as the LX or the GX. In terms of the front end design, I love every angle about this. The only qualm that I have, and I have been stewing over this for the past couple of days that I've been with this, it just kind of looks like Megamind head-on. I can't get over that. So it has definitely got that going on for it head-on. I think I even have it at the camera angle to kind of show it head-on because it just kind of looks like Megamind. I don't know, that's the only thing I can think of with it. But let's talk about the back end. So the back end is giving tall, it's giving skinny, it's giving narrow, it's giving light bar. The LX has a light bar, the outgoing GX does not have a light bar. It does have this command kind of wing that juts out just a little bit on the back end. It does also tow an impressive 8,000 pounds. But we do have an automatic liftgate, unlike the Land Cruiser over there. Now, this is a prototype, so they did have to create this mast? Brandon, what is this called? Anyways, they had to weigh down the back so that the suspension looks level with the ground. So that's where we're at in terms of prototypeness. Now this is a 3-road car. So we do have some 3-road seats in the back with these massive headrests. But yeah, in terms of just everything overall design language wise, like I'm obsessed with it. I love the side profile, I love the front end, and I love the back end. Now let's talk about powertrains. So Lexus is pulling out all of the stops for this powertrain, featuring a 3.4-liter twin turbocharged V6 that outputs 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. It's then tied to a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's got a 4x4 drivetrain. It will be available with adaptive dampers, but it will not be available with a air suspension, which I was kind of expecting, you know, for something of this caliber, but you know, I think that the active dampers should be probably enough for something like this. I'm stoked. If I'm being totally honest, I kind of wish that this powertrain was in the Land Cruiser. I really like the way that the Land Cruiser looks just a tiny bit more in terms of like, it just looks like a fun toy. This looks like a little too serious for me. I guess the powertrain matches the seriousness of its overall look. So let's go inside. Welcome to the interior of the Lexus GX 550. Now, let me tell you something. Right off the bat, I kind of think that this looks a little bit, it's like giving a little bit G-Wagon. I know I'm probably gonna get hate for that, but in terms of like the angularness of the G-Wagon, I think it's prevalent in here, especially with the super almost 90-degree angle windshield. The dashboard is super flat. It elicits a lot of legroom in the front. I really just love the way that it's designed. It's simple, it's clean, but it's effective. I'm looking at a head-up display. I'm looking at a 12-inch fully digital gauge cluster, a 14-inch infotainment system, and then down here underneath the infotainment system, apparently some of the other trims and the actual production models are going to have a screen on the bottom. Now this one doesn't have it. It does have a drive mode selector that I am sure is for the different terrain modes and the eco mode and the sport mode and all that stuff. You do have a tow haul button right there for the 8,000 pounds that you're going to be towing stuff with. I'm still impressed by that. Then you have the little 4x4 selector that is literally like, you're like, oh my god, I'm in 4 high, girl, no, I need to go to 4 low. Oop. You can literally just do it with like one finger. Like, I'm gonna like mow over that Toyota Corolla, even though it's also part of the Lexus brand. I mean, it's not part of the Lexus brand, but it's part of, you know, Toyota Lexus. Anyways, most of the people that are gonna be driving this are not gonna be taking this off-road. So for that fact, like, you know, they did make it a little bit more creature comforty. Whereas like somebody like me, I would probably more so go for the Land Cruiser, but that's just because it's gonna be a little bit more fun on the interior, it's gonna be a little bit more fun on the exterior. So we've got a 12-inch fully digital gauge cluster that is eliciting the same kind of spindle motif that you would find in the IS, that you would find in the ES, that you would find in literally anything, but instead it's fully digital. Of course, you're gonna have the Lexus Safety Sense 3.0 Plus that's gonna feature the lane follow assist, the lane trace assist, the blind spot monitoring system, the front and rear traffic alert, the pedestrian alert, the cyclist alert. Girl, this thing will drive for you. I mean, literally. The 14-inch digital infotainment screen is synonymous with all of the other Lexuses that I've tested lately. It does have the tactile temperature controls. It does have the static HVAC controls down at the bottom of the screen, which I do appreciate. And it does have the Toyota Lexus operating system that they've had in all across the whole Toyota Lexus platform. You know, it does come with the Hey Lexus. Please don't open up. Okay, great, it didn't hear me. This is a really great system and I've always really liked it. You can watch my other videos to look at that. Anyways, let's go in the back. Okay, so let's talk about the second and third rows. So from first glance, I can see that there are 2 bottom tethers down here for car seats. If we fold this halfway, there are 2 top tethers up here as well. It is also going to fold up entirely into the third row seating situation. So that is going to be a bit of a pain when it comes to car seats, but that is okay. So now if we get into the second row, I do have quite a bit amount of, hello, in the second row, I do have quite a bit of room back here. You do have an automatic climate control system back here. I don't see any heated seats, but I'm sure that these blank buttons are going to be for the heated seats themselves. These chairs are very comfortable, including the front chairs. The front chairs are also very comfortable. There's some vents up here. There is some water bottle storage down here in the door frame. And yeah, so let's try to get into the third row and see what that's about. To get into the back seat, you do flip it up like this. Now, if you can see on the camera itself, the chairs actually fold inward, that you can then go ahead and pull them out and then they kind of prop themselves up a little bit. And now I'm going to try to get into the third row as a 6'4" giant. Okay, and then we're back here. I have 0 headroom to speak of. Now let's put this down, flip this up. All right, maybe kind of put it back a little bit. I'm comfy. I'm really comfortable. No, I'm not comfortable, but it's not bad. I think that the GMC Acadia had less room than this, surprisingly. I think that if I kind of like shifted a little bit, I could sit in here for maybe 15 minutes if we're going to the restaurant and we're all piling in the Uber or something. I mean, could you imagine an Uber driver with this? I would be astounded. And I only say that because I do Uber. But yeah, there's only 2 chairs back here. There's not 3 of them. I don't see any tethering systems for that. I do not feel any tethers back here either. So you're not putting a car seat in the third row. You're just putting adults. And that's probably why there are 3 top tethers in these second row seats. There are some USB-C charging ports back here. There are 4 cup holders total. There's a little chain pocket here. And then there are some vents and then this LED lighting situation. So that's the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Thank you so much to Johnson Lexus of Raleigh for sponsoring today's video. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go check out the Trail Hunter Tacoma because I'm here via Toyota. And thanks guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey Sparks. Thanks for watching today's video. Do you want more SparkPlug TV content? Then you can choose one of these 3 options. Right over here. The middle button is to subscribe to my channel, so please do that. Right over here. These 3. I can't see them in real life, but they're right here.